Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone, old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out. All right, man, we back. Goodfellow Sports TV with the building. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And Floyd Mayweather lays into Ryan Garcia. Said a lot of things, man. What's funny is these people, these dudes in boxing say they don't watch the videos. They don't follow the vlogs. They don't follow the media. They don't read the articles. All right, obviously they do. And I know this on different levels. Floyd basically admitted in his Fight Hype interview that he watched what people say. A billionaire worried about what other motherfuckers say, what Kevin Iole say, what Dan Rayfield say, what, Dante say, or what Towns say, or what, whoever else out there, the boxing voice say. They watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? They have no other choice. Boxers have no other platform to reach out to where they can just jump on like that. ESPN First Take, they've been the only major media platform that's been consistently putting boxers on there like that. And maybe the Breakfast Club and Sway in the Morning, Sway Universe, they do it from time to time too. But these people listen because on a day-to-day basis, it's the only place you can hear about Floyd Mayweather, about Ryan Garcia, about Teofimo Lopez, about Rollie, and about DEvin Haney. They have no other place but to go. And I think it's starting to really kind of resonate with these dudes that the Kenny Porters are plugging in with different media outlets. The DEvin Haney and Bill Haney is plugging in, and Ryan plugging in who we plug in with. So now they kind of learning to manipulate the new media, and they'll never manipulate me because I don't talk to nobody. Point blank, period. I talk to, what was like Ace said and paid in full. I go in the club, I talk who I need to talk to, see who I need to see, and then I'm out. That's me. I got my sources behind the scenes that I use. And that's it. I don't need to play. If I need to get in touch with one of them that bad, I could just ask one of them, hey man, go ask him what happened here. Like I asked Town yesterday, what happened with Kenny Porter and this Thurman and Porter thing? He did a video, and that was the answer that I needed. So but yeah, Floyd got at Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia did an article, did an interview saying that all these dudes trying to be the first Floyd Mayweather used to shoulder roll, like DEvin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. All these dudes want to be like Floyd, Gervonta, Tank Davis. I'm trying to be the one and only Ryan Garcia. And Floyd basically read it, and he was basically like, all the dudes that he mentioned are world champions or have been world champions already. That he really talking about. He said this dude ain't even being world champion, but he got an opinion on people who've been world champion already. And that just lets you know where we at in this world, especially in boxing. You got champions chasing challengers, and you got non-champions, trying to critique champions. Like, how does that happen? Or title holders? How can you have somebody that never been to the promised land, critiquing people and giving his synopsis and his opinion on fighters that been to a place he never been to? And it's not it's a knock on Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the boxing world know Ryan Garcia ain't even a top prospect. He just popular. That's it. If Ryan Garcia was black, or Ryan Garcia, was Indian or Filipino or something like that, nobody would care about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is popular because he has mastered the art of social media. That's it. But the art of social media, mastering that, can't stop the inevitable from happening. We done seen hype job after hype job in boxing. He will hope to be, a good fighter and a great fighter. And I ain't knocking him if he do become a great fighter. But he run his mouth the most, but he ain't even reached what Tank did yet. It may never reach what Tank did. Technically Tank is what? A 3-time world champion going for 4? It may not be the most impressive thing, but he hasn't done it once. In 2 different weight classes, he hasn't done it once. When you name the top prospects in boxing, you can name a whole bunch of dudes that's better than him. From Du Bois to Gary Anton Russell to Colbert to Hitchinson. Hitchinson, in my opinion, will beat the shit out of his ass right now. But they don't talk about him. Shakur Stevenson, well, he's a champion now. But y'all get the gist. To me, I put him in that motherfucking category with Josh Kelly. Not that good yet. Don't mean they can't be good down the line, but not that good yet. But, you know, Floyd had to keep it 100. Like, dude, you critiquing people that been to place that you never been before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't beat none of them right now. And that's the guy on it. You can't beat Teofimo Lopez. He can't beat Gervonta Tank Davis. He can't beat Shakur Stevenson. And he can't beat Richardson Hitchen. He can't beat Gary Anton Russell. I put my money on that. And I rarely put my money up in this boxing shit. I put my money on he can't fuck with none of them. None of them. He can't beat none of them. Not right now. George Camboso will get him the business if they fought. And that's just because everybody know Ryan Garcia is just a social media hype job right now. Is there some skills there? Yeah, you know, you gotta have something there for people to, you know, to hang on to. He got good hand speed, tall, you know what I'm saying, rangy, you know, great athlete, exceptional, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, it's a lot of things to work on there. As far as, you know, being redundant in his combinations and chin flying up, just the little things that can be fixed. Can Ryan be a world champion? I bet that Ryan becomes a world champion, because a world champion just don't boil down to skills. World champion, you know, boils down to who you know and what type of relationship you got with a sanctioning body and your matchmaker. Your matchmaker can make you look like a king. He can make you look like a motherfucking pawn. You know, your matchmaker is like the barber. The barber can make the weekend go hard in the paint, and you get all the bitches, or the barber can make you have a hat on or make you look fugazi in these streets. The matchmaker is the unsung hero to a lot of these dudes' careers, man. And people need to realize that, man. A lot of people don't realize that, man, that the matchmaker is like the unsung hero. And a lot of dudes have been, you know, they've been, you know, beneficiaries of the matchmaker, and they haven't benefited from the matchmaker. If they had better matchmakers, they'd probably be world champions and millionaires 10 times over. But, you know, Ryan Garcia is a product of good matchmaking and Golden Boy, man. And, you know, at some point, they're going to have to step it up. But, you know, Floyd went on to talk about how Ramiro, I don't know the dude named Rollie. I don't want to butcher his name, but I already done. But Rollie ran him out the gym. We all seen that sparring footage, and sparring is sparring. And that he made an offer to, I think the offer was for Rollie to fight Ryan Garcia, and then he can get a Tank fight. And he said Ryan Garcia ran from that fight, and Rollie ran him out the gym. And Rollie was beating the dog walking shit out of him. But when the lights come on, it's a totally different thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe Ryan Garcia win, maybe Rollie, you know, duplicate what he did in sparring. But sparring ain't something that need to be glorified. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Ben Thompson, once again, with a good interview, got to get credit where credit's due. He said, Floyd, you was there? He said, no, but I heard what happened. He said he ran out the gym. And, yeah, Rollie did dog him. You know what I'm saying? Mouth was bloody. Nose was bloody. And Rollie was beating the shit out of him. And Rollie got real, from what I hear from people that have been around there, he got real world-class punching power. You know what I'm saying? He was just beating the shit out of Ryan Garcia. You know, but does that mean Ryan hasn't got better with Eddie Reynoso? He does, you know. But he ran from the offer. He ducked the fade because he's a product of matchmaking. They never going to go outside that circle. For real, not right now with Ryan Garcia. They got a plan for him, you know. He fight Linares, he win that 2 or 3 more fights, and then he'll fight for a world title. Probably a vacant title that's probably, you know, vacated from Loma moving down or vacated from T.O. moving up. That's my opinion on it. So, you know, very, very interesting things going on, man. But Floyd taking time out of his day to rip Ryan Garcia don't really surprise me. Anytime he get a chance to rip Oscar De La Hoya, he gonna do it, you know. But Ryan Garcia, you know, a lot of people don't believe in him. I mean, he can go on and be a great world champion. And he can get it, but he ain't amongst one of my top 5. He probably not even my top 10 of prospects in boxing. He might be at the bottom 9, 10, 8 range, but it's just a lot of good prospects in boxing, man. Depends on what your opinion of a prospect is, man. So, you know, if him and Rollie do fight, it'll probably be down the line. De La Hoya said Rollie need to get his fights up. I think Rollie got, 7, 10 fights or something like that, but, you know, if they want to make the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, and that's Floyd's stipulation for Ryan to beat Rollie, then shit, you know, that's what Ryan gonna have to do. But Ryan got many, many more options out there. So they not really planning on fighting Gervonta right now, man. It's another thing about it. They're not really planning on fighting Gervonta. You know, they said Linares has 2 or 3 more fights, and then they'll fight for a world championship. So that is what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, want to share the videos. You know, please do that. It's the best way to donate. Social media links in the description. One time for the one time. Y'all know what it is. And let me know what you guys think about Floyd, you know, hanging out Ryan Garcia to dry because he blasted some of the fighters that look up to him. And what y'all think about Ryan ducking Rollie and, you know, other shit that's going on. But we out.